Hi, here's Mimi the artist again. This time we're going to have a quick video on making Valentines. First of all, if you go to mimitheartist.com, I have patterns that you can download for free and trace to make all of these silly little Valentines. Using black crayons and white crayons, I traced on red paper, pink paper, you name it paper. Here I even had the white. And I'm going to quickly show you some examples. My tracers, when I was an art teacher, we had classes that were only 25 minutes long and up to 30 kids. So we had to move fast. And it was not the easiest thing to do, but I know my little students wanted to have a great lesson. So I would have tracers ready for them because we didn't have too much time. Now notice how I traced it. I should have told you this part. When you're tracing, hold it down, steady with one hand, and then trace carefully. And you might have to move the hand that's holding the tracer to keep it from sliding. So now I have two hearts, which is good because I have some examples to do. If you watched my other video, I taught how to cut with scissors, the snip, the nibble, nibble, nibble cut, not the chomp, chomp, chomp. Watch that other video after, and do remember to like and subscribe. Very important. That way other kids will find out about this fun lesson channel. Okay, we have one heart, similar to these, over here. All white and black crayons. Some of these examples, I have fun pop-ups in the middle. So when you're hanging it up, you have shadow showing, and that's part of your artwork. So how did I do that? I took the cutout heart, folded it in half, and to make it so that you can see what I did, I'll do it on this side, I draw slanted lines going down to the folded part on one side. And I snipped it. 1, 2, 3. Then I open it up, lay it down, and fold the little snips up. And it makes a nice 3D look to your picture when you hang it up on the refrigerator or wall in your room. You give it to mom or dad or grandma. See? Here I use white crayon. These won't even be finished pictures, but I just want to show you ideas. White crayon can look like, here, let me just draw something here for you. Let's say I drew a heart. And you do little polka dots around it. See? Dots. And when you do a whole bunch of them, like this, it starts looking like lace. So if I did them, and I'm not going to do the whole bunch, it'll take too long. And then I take the black crayon, can you see? And I go outline them, little bumpity bumps. Before you know it, it looks like you have lace. And that's what I did here. And I did little lines, and it made the hearts look like they puff out a little bit. You can make funny faces using your white crayon and your black crayon. Here are examples where I use the white crayon lightly, and it makes an interesting look. Doing little lines like this looks like stitching. Well, I have so many examples. I taught art for many years, and it was a traveling art class. Everything had to be on a cart on the schools that had no stairs. If there was stairs, I had to have my little students carry all my supplies. And I would hang all my examples up on the board so the kids get some kind of warmed up in their brain ideas. Again, 25-minute art classes work. You had to work very fast. So I'm going to show you all these different little examples. Some of these have been folded away for a while, so this one I was lucky enough to get this honeycomb paper. I just had a sheet of it, so every child got one little square, and I taught them how to make a heart. That was a great, great lesson. Everyone loved those. Oh, these examples are all over the place. This one, just little scrap stuff you can find. Sometimes if you have leftover wrapping paper from the holidays, you can make little silly cartoony people, ziggy zags for a mouse. To make an eye like that, I'm trying to get it into the camera here. You draw your silly little circles, nice and easy. And of course I lost my white crayon here in this big mess I have. I don't believe this. Silly. Oh, then I don't put white in it today. Now, it looks like eyes. Ziggy zag like this for a mouth. And you can even put edges on it. And all of a sudden, it looks like a silly little face like this guy. Of course, you put a question mark next to it, kind of adds to the look. And if you're not messy like Mimi the artist and loses all her crayons, I just felt it right there somewhere. Give it up, right? I just forget that one. This one, I was never finished the picture. I made it look like it was a woven. That took a little while. But again, black crayon, white crayon, and paper. And just be as creative and silly as you can be. When you start tracing all over the place, you can have a great time. There's that white crayon. I knew I should have kept it out. Not the easiest thing doing these videos. I'm going to show you some examples. This one, whole different look. I took the tracer, the pattern, and then after I traced it 3 times and 3 times, then I colored everything in and got crazy with patterning. Funny little faces. You saw that one. Oh, I like this one. Again, going with ideas, the pictures can go off the paper. You can make people and have their feet. And this one, music notes add a lot to a cartoon. It kind of makes you think like maybe this little one's singing and he's listening. Here's a lot of patterning going on. And I just do lines and dots and black and white. And zigzags, it looks like lightning bolts and wavies. None of this costs much. You would just have some black and white crayon and some plain old construction paper. You can do all of this. So I hope I warmed up your brains for some ideas. And do not forget, Mimi has a whole book series available. Again, it's so hard to show it on these cameras. I have to get better at this. Every colored book, see, with pretty color pictures that I use colored pencils on, has a matching coloring book. Whoa, I grabbed the wrong one. Here we go. I'm going to do it myself, I don't know. It's the same book that you can color in to match this one. This was before I made the hardcover one. That's what got me confused. And this one's part 2 of the story, part 3. You can go to Amazon.com or just start going to mimitheartist.com and you'll find the patterns and everything. Well, I hope I didn't confuse you with me trying to find the white crayon. This is, again, new to me, trying to make pictures and lessons, and I hope to see you soon. Please subscribe to Mimi the Artist channel and hit the like button. Bye.